consistency is the hallmark of masculinity. It's not necessarily how big your biceps are, or how much money you make, but it's consistency. Femininity is cyclical, masculinity is constant. That's what those energies are. And the world is full of guys who are very, very motivated at 9 in the morning, or the girlfriend broke up with them, or they lost their job, or whatever. And they're motivated for a very temporary period of time. And then after that, it all just goes to pot. Or they're up and down, they're round and round, they're chaotic, they're all over the place. And that isn't a very good path to get into the 800 to 1200 testosterone range that we always talk about. And when you do get there, you do become more consistent. The one I've talked about before is how your energy levels, your focus and your energy are the same. Like, it's 3 p.m. now, me recording this, and my energy and focus and creativity is the exact same as it was at 9 in the morning. And I've had food as well. And that's another point. Like, you can't have a messed up gut. You've got to be eating the right foods, but testosterone's got a lot to do with it. And when you're low T, it's very easy to be up and down, but you won't get as much done if you're up and down all the time, versus the guy that can, maybe his ups aren't quite as high, but he never has the lows. He's going to be at it 6 days a week, 7 days a week. This doesn't mean the gym, by the way, but you don't want to be training 7 days a week. But if you're training 4 days a week, the other 3 days are not sliding backwards, boozing and drinking and binging on food and undoing all the stuff you've worked so hard to do on the weekends. That's what most guys do. And so they never really get jacked. They never really get lean. They never really get their business off the ground or some new idea, or they never really make it to sea level or whatever it is their goal is. And they never get there because they undo their hard work, ultimately because they're not consistent. Diet is such an obvious one. Like, when your testosterone, your diet improves your testosterone, and the testosterone makes it easier to stick to the diet. So it's like a upward cycle. Similar thing with sleep as well. But again, for those of you who are motivated, obviously, if you worked with me one-on-one, we'd get that sorted pretty quickly, and have personalized plans and that kind of stuff. But again, consistency, guys. The world is full of men who are basically kind of like women, very, very cyclical. Depends on the time of the month. Some times of the month they're up for it. Other times of the month they're lazy and they just want to play video games and smoke weed, and I don't know what people do these days. I just don't. But that kind of stuff, you get my point. But for those of you who, obviously consulting's very expensive. That's only for like 0.5% of you watching this. But the free stuff, the Testosterone Toolkit, and most of my content is free. The Testosterone Toolkit is linked below. It's free. It shows you the base level factors you need to get to 800 to 1200 test total. And it'll also help you free as well. It's free. I mean, you don't have anything to lose by doing this. So download it, but more importantly, apply it, please. The world does not need more low T men, it needs more high T men, like, obviously. So it's linked below, it's free, check it out, and I hope you enjoy it.